Hello and welcome back to Trails Through Daybreak. So in the last episode, we went through Tyrell District, Blacklight District, and Aubert District, and did the side quest involving Van going around picking up sweets and trying them for Odette, for their student council situation for New Year's. So yeah, we did that, and that's about it. It took quite a while. There's nothing left. We talked to all the NPCs for main story and all the optional NPCs, did all the side quests, and all we have to do now is 6 free time really quick, and then we're moving on to main story, probably straight to the end, I would assume. Based on like just the way it's laid out here, I would actually probably be a little bit burnt out if they added any more, to be perfectly honest. This is a good amount, and if you add any more, that's too much. But this is a very good amount. I am very happy with what we just did. It didn't even feel that overwhelming, honestly. I just had to sit back and not feel like I wanted to rush through it to the end. So okay, so we have which one of these? Okay, Rosette I'm going to do and reload because she's already done. And I need to be able to do the rest. I could do Elaine, but I feel like we might as well reload Rosette. So we're going to start with Rosette and then do everyone else's. Van's group took a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time. And that is it. There, your hand should be working a bit more smoothly now. No, now, just singing. Tell me if anything feels off, or are you doing just peachy? More than just peachy, I actually feel like I'll be able to perform even more precisely now, thanks to these adjustments. Damn, I'm impressed. You can't even tell they're implants by just looking at them. I really can't. Like, not at all. I know, right? The updated frame was designed by Marduk's engineering and development department. But I took the receptors that handle our brain's electrical signals and tried to subdivide them to further refine their design. I also increased the precision of her skin's cutaneous sensors. Hopefully, it'll feel so natural you won't even know it's not the real thing. It'll fit just like a glove. All that jargon's going straight over my head, Doc. But hopefully that means it's an improvement. That's right, and though this also puts more of a burden on the remaining organic parts, albeit faint. Since it's only a partial replacement, I'm a teensy bit concerned about the balance shift between the old and new parts. So, be a sweetie and try testing everything with Van, just to make sure all's dandy. Of course, I expected as much, having had adjustments of a similar ilk in the past. Should probably keep the testing to day-to-day activities and see if she can still perform them well, yeah? Yep, that's the kind of real-world use case data is so much more useful than anything a formal test would generate. What do you say, Van? Want to help, pretty please? Yeah, no problem. I'm her boss, It's in my best interest to help out with these things. Well, what do you say we get started already? I appreciate the support, Mr. Arkride. Thank you for offering your assistance. From there, Van and Rosette got straight to work, testing out her prosthetic parts. Typing feels normal. Well, that might be inaccurate. The sensations definitely change. The key presses feel much more vivid. I've never even given how typing feels a second thought, but I guess it's pretty important too. I didn't know you were keeping business records from Master, too. Not that I mind, of course. I always intended to pay him his due, unlike a certain celebrity in our ranks. Careful. I can't imagine Miss Lancer will like hearing that. You could fool anyone standing in the kitchen like that. Could pass for a real maid. I appreciate the flattery, but I can't quite claim to be as apt as proper maids in terms of housework. It's only appearances where I fit the part. However, I feel like I might be able to approximate my former cooking skills much more closely now. That's good, Rosette. I'm glad to hear it. But since I'm already here, would you like me to prepare you some snacks for later tonight? Oh, please and thanks. I'm usually hunting for a bite at night. You had so many sweets today? Not like I can ever find anything, considering Aaron loves raiding the fridge in the middle of the night, the little mooch. All right, I'll prepare something light for you. Don't want to overburden your digestive system so late. He received so many sweets from that one request. His fridge should be full. And the drive was totally fine. Guess there was nothing to worry about. The weight of the handling and the smooth motions of the shift lever are both perfect. Am I right in assuming you customized both? You noticed. Yeah, can't skimp on quality where the driver's concerned. It's still not perfect though, so best look forward to some sweet upgrades. Then I will. Depending on your customizations, it might prove as useful food for thought while developing future armored vehicles at our company. I'd rather not hear about my baby being used to develop scary shit like that. Oh, combat. Alright, last thing to do is a combat test and then we're done. Think you can give me the usual, Rosette? It would be my pleasure. Let us begin. From there, the combat exercise proceeded without a hitch, bringing an end to the testing regimen. After contacting Esmeralda, it was a time to regroup. And done. And no marks on sight for you. I took a look-see at the data you two got for me, and everything looks hunky-dory. Your body's not straining to accommodate for new parts. So feel free to keep using them. Are you sure? I was certain that you'd be taking them back once we were done testing. That was the plan, but I changed my mind. Let's call it a gift to celebrate the festival. And your data indicates that the parts are now reliable enough to put to practical use. Our data quality has improved so much ever since you came here. My research has been progressing by leaps and bounds. Oh, that's great news to hear. Thank you for your generosity, Associate Professor. Well, my business here is done. I'm gonna skedaddle now. I'm so eager to get my hands on that new data so I can look it over in more detail. Thanks for helping out today, Van. Don't mention it. You're the one who putting in all the hard work. Alright, let's take a small break and then it's back to patrolling. Sound good? Of course. Thank you again for assisting with today's test. Oh. Actually, there is one last thing we didn't test. It almost slipped my mind. It's not strictly required, so don't feel pressured to help with it. That's fine. I don't mind going for another round. Better safe than sorry, right? I suppose so. In that case, Mr. Arkride, could you please hold out your palms for me? Nah, I don't get it. What kind of test are we doing here? Checking a skin-to-skin contact, in a sense. I'm checking for two different factors. First, a skin sensitivity and grip to ensure no problems are present in either. As for the other one, we gauge how someone else feels when I touch them, and if anything feels wrong on their end. Gotcha. Well, for my mirror, everything's normal. I probably wouldn't be able to tell you've got prosthetics on if I didn't know already. It's reassuring to hear that from you. As for me, the sensation's more lifelike than it was before, definitely sharper. Your hand's warm, Mr. Arkride. It feels just right. Right, this is getting a little awkward. No offense. None taken. We can stop here. I sincerely appreciate your help. Maybe I just don't know what to look for, but your body doesn't feel any different to me than anyone else's. Oh, most certainly is a difference. For all the technological progress being made, it's by no means easy to genuinely replicate how a human body feels. Miss Arquette tells me that if I can feel approximately 70% of what an organic body is capable of. These new parts have perhaps raised the margin by about 0.67%. but there's still much work to be done. That's still pretty good. It's better than not being able to feel anything. Huh, I had no idea. I guess we'll just have to pin our hopes on her and Marduk closing the rest of the gap eventually. More or less, yes. Though, to be frank, what Olympia said earlier still lingers on my mind. She described my body as artificial, incapable of feeling anything genuine. And that it might be the reason I endlessly aspired for the real thing, forever unable to attain it. Although aspire is perhaps a rather noble way to describe it. Perhaps more than I might deserve. I understand why having something feel real would be such a big deal for you. But she's trying to compare you to that doll of hers, and that's where she's wrong. What your body feels is just as real as what anybody else feels. How do you mean? Let's see. You know, if you try to tickle someone, some people are fine with it, but others can't stand it. And both of those responses are fine, yeah? Can't say either of them is right or wrong for feeling what they feel. This is good. And it's not because their bodies are fake or whatever. It's just each of them have a different perception of the same thing. Yeah, okay, no, that was a good example. Bad example. There's a reason I'm a spriggan and not a writer. I'm no good at this shit. Point is, real is what you make of it. If what you sense feels genuine to you, then it's real. Prosthetics or no. Catch my drift? That I do, loud and clear. You're right, perhaps I was too fixated on the difference between a real body and mine, but my feelings are my own. I shouldn't doubt them. If I might offer a few words, moments such as this remind me of something else that feels just as real to me, and it's the place that you occupy in my life, Van, as well as those of everyone else. It's genuine to me. To me, you're not just Mr. Arkride, our boss. You're precious to me, to us. I'll forever be grateful to have you in my life, and never forget that. I don't even know what to say to that. You've changed for the better. It's nice to seeing you talk like that. But thanks. I promise I'll keep that in mind. Oh. After that, Van and Rosette continued to relax for a short while. Shortly after, they returned to patrol.
You certainly can push a woman's buttons, Mr. Arkride. Oh, nothing. Don't mind me.
What are you talking about? Are you trying to compare him to the other protagonists and leading people? No, not Van. He's very straightforward. How dare you? But that was a good one. I like that one. All right, I've reloaded. We can now do all of the rest back to back. Sightseeing flight. Oh, I didn't read. We're just not going to read these ones. We're just going to go in blind. Van's group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up. And I hung out with Agnes. I think this is where we were supposed to meet with them. Oh, look who else is here. Van, Agnes. I had the impression this event was just for children. Are you going to be taking part too? That's right. I helped them out before when they were holding the event elsewhere. They invited me to come to this event as thanks for that. And she had an extra spot, so that's why I'm here. Not that I'm complaining. I wanted to check the whole thing out myself. I'm a little jealous you get to join in, to be honest. Would you mind keeping an eye on Yume? Yeah, I guess I can keep an eye on her. We'll have a lot of fun, Yume. Yay! Excuse me, I see you've arrived with your guest, Miss Claudel. No. We're gonna make our way to the airport now, everyone. Stay close behind and make sure not to get lost. Okay. Van and Agnes accompanied the children to the airport. There, the children were seen off by their parents and guardians as the whole group climbed aboard the airship. Maybe I should have read the description. I feel like they expected you to read it this time. Wow, everything looks so small from up here. I'm almost scared to look down. I feel like I might fall. Yeah, this view's taking my breath away. I'm sure it looks great. I wish we could see it. Nope. Never ridden in an airship like this one before. Pretty neat, gotta say. I'm glad to hear it. It's always a pleasure to put a smile on people's faces. Oh, hey. Didn't see you when we boarded. Thank you very much for inviting us. Our pleasure. We were already here on a diplomatic visit to strengthen our relations with the Republic. We decided to borrow this idea from Arassian. And since you've been such a great help for us, Miss Agnes, it's only fair that we extend an invitation to you. Really, I should be the one thanking you, that you would welcome us aboard your airship without a second thought. Come now, it was my pleasure. I'd rather you have fun than feel indebted. This is a sightseeing flight, after all. We'll be around seeing the sights ourselves if you need us. You two have a wonderful time now. If there's anything we can help with, feel free to ask. Enigmatic as ever, that guy. It's good to see they're enjoying themselves, though. Oh, Van, Agnes, is that Monmar down there? It looks so tiny. Can't really tell from here. Everything else is too tiny. None of you are looking overboard. Look all you want, but don't throw yourself overboard, yeah? Duh, I know better than that. The airship's so cool. So cool. I didn't know they could fly this high. But how does an airship this big fly in the sky anyway? That's a good question, and the answer is one of the greatest breakthroughs in orbital technology. This airship's flight engine converts orbital energy into an anti-gravity field. The field is used to generate lift by... perhaps this is a bit too intricate for you on second thought. No, I get it. Tell me more. Anti-gravity? That's awesome. You really know your stuff. Admittedly, the incident in Arassian piqued my interest in airship mechanics. I decided to brush up on engineering textbooks and the airship documents when I had time. Did you now? Props. When did you have time? Now, what you talking about? I want to know. I'm interested in airships, too. Come one, come all to Professor Claudel's Orbital Airships 101. Please, I'm no teacher, but it looks like my studying has come in handy. So in simpler terms, an airship flies by... Anya's impromptu engineering lecture had the kids spellbound. The passengers then moved on to a special event in the seating area, leaving Van and Agnes to themselves on the deck. You did a good job handling the little buggers. Even got him to follow along with the actual science a bit. You'd make a great teacher, I think. Well, it helped that they were all so eager to learn in the first place. All I did was sate their curiosity. Ah, there's Tryon Tower. It looks majestic from up here. How dare you keep showing and talking about this tower and not letting me go there? Ain't a landmark for nothing. This really makes you appreciate how big it is. As it so happens, my great-grandfather was behind its design. Was he? Looks awfully modern for how old it is. That also, yeah, I remember reading about that. Well, that's Epstein for you. That makes me feel a little he made the Genesis and that tower that's massive in the middle of Edith. It's gonna have some relevance eventually. He always was thinking ahead. He played a role in the invention of airships as well. He formed his theory on orbital anti-gravity based on data collected from the Genesis. One of his students, Professor Russell, extrapolated that theory and turned it into a functioning flight engine. The rest, as they say, is history. Man, sometimes I can't tell if you're just making stuff up about him. So he laid the groundwork that eventually got us up here. Well, that reduces it a little, but yes. My great-grandfather's research powers all these things we enjoy, powers happiness over the world over. Thinking about it like that, it really makes me happy. Yeah, and that's why you've been feeling uneasy lately. Now we've got these new weapons, this arms race between the assault frame and the Panzer Soldats. I can tell it's all getting you antsy. I can't hide anything from you, can I? In his diary, my great-grandfather wrote at length about wanting to enrich people's lives with orbital technology. He dreamed of finding a way for the whole world to coexist with each other. But in this day and age, those ideals have been clouded. Military development marches on, using orbital technology for war. One of the foremost figures pushing for the Republic's militarization is, well, President Graham Hart, his grandson, and my father. Oh, thank God. They finally... Because I was wondering if it was his mom's side or something, because they never talk about the connection, how the president is the grandson of Epstein, so I'm assuming that is also not public knowledge. Sometimes I feel helpless thinking about it. I think that's a problem for all of us. You shouldn't feel like you should have to shoulder it all by yourself. But I get why it's important to you. It's personal. Exactly. There's this one passage from his diaries that I always come back to. Orbital technology will grant a man the power to reshape the entire world, and man will misstep on this journey, but eventually he will find a path that leads to truth and harmony. He then discussed what those missteps might be, and what developments might come with them. Chief among his worries was the arms race we see today, an insatiable lust for power. Power that perhaps we weren't meant to wield. Come to think of it, he first pushed the idea of singularities too, didn't he? I kinda get it, but it all sounds so ludicrous to me. But, well, if anybody knew their orbital stuff, it was him. Hard to not to take his word for it. I'm just confused. On one hand, I have my great-grandfather who saw in orbments an instrument of peace, and on the other hand, I have my father who's using orbments to lead this country down a dark and disturbing path. What do I do with myself? What do I do with the future? I feel like I'm being swept up in a tide of change, and I'm powerless to stop it. You ask me, though. I think your great-grandpa's smiling from up there. What do you mean? You're working with a spriggan, you're sticking it to A, and you've been taking the Genesees back. Hell, even went to Arassian against your dad's wishes. None of that would have happened if you didn't take these things so seriously. But I feel like all those things just happened around me. I've only been searching for what I need to do and what my purpose is. But it takes a certain kind of person to look for that purpose to begin with. The way I look at it, you're doing them mighty proud. It's clear to me you care a lot about your family and your country. That's why you're doing what you're doing makes sense to me. You want the power to see your decision through when you finally do make it. Am I right? Well, maybe you're right. I've still got a long way to go, but I think I'm getting there step by step. That's all I can do for now. Just keep moving and keep learning about the world around me. Trusting my great-grandfather's visions for the future, trusting my father's leadership as president, and trusting myself with my curious little job that's neither black nor white. That's the spirit. I really do owe you a lot, Van. I see my life in a much different way than before. I have to thank you for that. I will repay you someday. Of that I'm sure. It's nothing. It's just a mirror for you, is all. The way things are going, well, I think we'll have this Genesees business taken care of soon, too. Just gotta take things as they come, yeah? I do hope so. Attention passengers, we hope you enjoyed your trip in the skies above Edith. We'll be landing back at the airport shortly. We ask all passengers on the deck to please report to your seats and remain seated for the landing. Has it really been that long? I hardly feel any time has passed at all. Time flies when you're having fun on an airship, eh? About time we headed back now, and back to that big metropolis with plenty happening above and beneath it. Back to our little town. Dan, Anias, and Yume enjoyed their flight to the fullest, and after saying their goodbyes to Prince Sharid, they disembarked and returned to Edith.
Watch over me, okay? So I can see things through.
Yay! More support effect. Whew, that was a long one. She had a lot to say. It was certainly a good ending one for her. Okay, now we have. I'm stretching. Hold on. All right, I feel a little better now. Okay. There we go. Street performance on the corner of Albert Street. Fairy seems interested. Maybe I'll go. Okay. Uh-oh. My ear is in the middle of wanting to pop. Van's group decided to take a break and everyone split up. Well, damn, this place is lively. The festival's atmosphere is kinda contagious. Wonder what everyone's up to. Is that Fairy? What are you doing? Oh, Van! Funny running into you here. You looked like you were having fun. Wasn't expecting you to be part of the event. Got me off guard. Don't get me wrong though. Song's nice. Ah, thank you. I actually got a letter from Abia just a bit ago. He said I'll be participating in the Kruga Village's New Year's festival. I'll be the priestess this year. A priestess, huh? That's some kind of Kruga New Year's tradition? Yup. We thanked the wind goddess Adosha for her guidance and prayer. Pray for her to bless the upcoming year. A woman in the village is chosen every year to play the role of priestess and sing the Song of Flames. This will actually be my first time back home. I'll show them how much I've grown when I play the role of priestess. I guess I thought that by performing here, I could learn something that'll make me stand out from the other priestesses. Okay, I guess that makes sense. My ear still hasn't popped. It's all muffled. Everything's muffled in the right ear. I'm getting old. Give me a second. There we go. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Practicing here could help with that. I can try lending you a hand, since your pops told me to take care of you. Would you? Thank you. Don't go giving thanks yet. I don't know a lick about singing. We might need someone else. Wait, is that... Van and Fairy, too. Sada, Shahina, hi. Well, ain't that a stroke of luck? Couldn't have asked for anyone better. Oh, I see. Excuse me, can I ask you two something? After explaining the situation, they happily agreed to help. To start, they had Fairy sing for them so they could evaluate her. Fairy, you're fantastic. That was enchanting. It had a dignified and serene feeling to it. It's not an easy song, but you give it an identity of your own when you sing it. Anyone listening will know it. Oh my god. Will understand just how much this means to you. Emotions on full display like that draw people in. Honestly, I don't know if there's much advice we can give you. You're already great as is. Thank you. Hearing you say that is encouraging. It's not hard to sing with your heart, really. But I feel like something's still missing. Maybe the thing you're missing isn't in the song at all. Why not try dancing? Even a simple choreography might make a bigger impact than if you just sang the Song of Flames. Dancing, I hadn't thought of that, but it's a great idea. I could try some of the dances Shahina taught me already. Ooh, I like that idea. I'd love to see you try it. If that's decided, and then let's try to come up with a quick routine for you. Why don't you join us, Fan, since you're here and everything? Me? Pass. I was born with 2 left feet. That's not what I meant. You don't need to dance, just accompany her. We brought a tabla with us, actually, to use in a performance. Oh yeah, that would make it easier to keep the rhythm. Van, please. I'll do better if you're here supporting me. Alright, fine. Can't say no to that. I guess I just beat the drum to match the mood? Is that what a tabla is? That'd be perfect. Let's give it our all. Come on, show it. With the combined help of Sada and Shahina, Fairy started practicing her performance. There we go. Though it was difficult for her to balance singing and dancing at first, her natural talents eventually shone through, helping her sing. And as Van slowly got the hang of the drums, everything came together for a new Song of Flames. Did I miss anything there? Helping her sing and dance in harmony. Thank you so much. Phew. Oh, wait. Thank you so much. Ew, I think that one went pretty well. That was stellar. I'm sure this is just what you needed to impress your New Year's festival, Fairy. If I do, it's thanks to you two and Van. I won't stop practicing until I can sing and dance like a proper priestess. And look at the timing here. The perfect audience just showed up. Huh? Ooh. I'm glad to see you well, Farida. Abi, Kasim, Fitu. Most impressive to see an employer so dedicated he'll even provide assistance to his staff in matters of song and dance. Well, shit happens. Wasn't expecting a bunch of big shots like you to come by, though. I happened to bump into Marduk's security chief while I was patrolling Aubert. We were just walking around when we spotted you guys. I was just as surprised as you to bump into a Kruga Corps commander, though. Huh. Well, I visit the capital from time to time to take care of business. I thought to stop by and see how Farida was doing while I was at it. You're doing even better than I expected. You've grown, Farida, and it shows in the way you carry yourself. And that idea of yours, of dancing as you sing. I like it. Surely you agree as well, Qasim. She's still got some work to do. Still unstable on her feet, so her movements aren't particularly smooth just yet. If you're going for this, be sure to do your utmost. Of course, I just started, so it's not the best right now, but I'll keep practicing. Look forward to me flooring you. Huh, the security chief's advice was actually reasonable. Maybe they're not that strained after all. Oh, and Arkride, let me congratulate you for a job well done in Erassian. Farida's grown so much since I entrusted her to you. I haven't regretted that decision. Glad to hear it. Would have appreciated a heads up before having a whole-ass child dumped on me like that, though. But she's pulling her weight around the office, so all's good. Good to know. I'll leave my daughter in your care. She still has much to learn. And I'll be looking forward to seeing you for the New Year's festival, Farida. Of course. Thank you, Abi. You too, Qasim and Fi. I'll do my best as priestess and with the Song of Flames. That way I can prove to you how much I've grown. Ida would be happy for her too. No doubt. After that, they left. Sada and Shahina helped Fairy in practicing the song for a while longer. When they finished, Van and Fairy said their goodbyes and left. Alright, I'm heading back. Something up? No, it's just I've grown so much and I feel like I can keep growing even more if I stick with you, Van. Wherever you go, I'll follow. So thank you for continuing to take good care of me. Pushy for a part-timer, aren't you? Guess I'll keep on looking after you. Least I can do as your boss. Of course. Didn't you just tell everyone they have to go?
I'm going to do my best so that Abi, Haida, you guys, so that everyone can be proud of me.
I wonder... Clearly, they're all going to be in the next game, right? These aren't just like one-time characters. Bearguard's a permanent party member. Judith's a permanent party. Something's going to happen to force them to keep having to stay with Arkride Solutions for another game, right? But then we're going to get more members? I haven't seen anything about Daybreak 2. I'm going out of my way to not see anything about it, so I actually have no idea, but I do know that Van's on the cover. That's about it. Aaron wants me to come with him to the Blacklight District, of course. He's got some unfinished business. Okay. Oh. I can't believe I let you drag me here. Oh, quit your belly aching, Grandpa. I know you didn't have anything better to do with your time. Why not have a go? Just the two of us. Look, I'm not in the mood for a fight, got it? If you want to train together, I'm game, but it'll have to wait till another day. You don't get it, man. Now that the Mafia's taken care of, I bet you feel like you're finally done with everything. I mean, sure. Well, that's not how it feels for me. Because of your unfinished business and all. Damn straight. You know what that business is? I haven't beat you one single time in a fight. And that matters why? You really care that much whether or not you can beat some random spriggan in a fight? Hell yeah, I still care. Been 2 months and I still don't have a point on the damn board. We got a score to settle as men, you and me, and I'm not taking no for an answer. Damn brat. Alright, fine. You want to fight? You got one. Yeah, I know how it feels when you're left wanting for closure. Now, I'm only giving you one chance. Put up or shut up, kid. Give me everything you got. Damn straight I will. Let's do this. Oh, it's a song. The beginning of that song always, every time I hear it, I'm like, I've never heard this before. Like, I forget the very beginning every time. Ooh, still no points on the board. Ah, shit. That was so close. A little more and I would have had it. Technique always beats talent, kid. You can train as much as you want, but I'll still be top dog. You shut your hole. You barely won that, and you know it. Take it in while you can, you antique. Soon enough, it'll be you on the floor. But for the love of idiots, 4 years really ain't that much. You just gonna harp on that forever? Of course I am. How many times have I gone on about that already? Couldn't tell ya. Stopped counting a long time ago. Laughter. Nothing like a cold one after breaking a good sweat. For someone who just became legal not that long ago, you sure don't drink like it. But hey, if you're satisfied after that, I'm happy. Oh, I never said I was satisfied. I just made peace with it and moved on, for now. One of these days, I'm gonna beat your ass real good, you hear? You never make things easy for me, do you, punk? Am I just gonna be fending you off for the rest of my days? Nah, maybe a few months at most. All I gotta do is dethrone you, and it will happen, mark my words, sooner than you think. Good luck with that. As if I'm just gonna sit here and take it. Like I said, all things in good time. You savor the view from the top while you can. End of the day, I don't even know if there's a way for us to settle the score for good. We've done too much for each other. And you need to learn to slow down too, Chief. You're always living so hard and fast, right on the edge. Can't be good for your heart at your age. Take it easy once in a while. Go out for a drinks, take a day off. Shit can wait sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Well, would you look at that? You're actually capable of saying something nice and helpful. Who'd have thought? But enough about me. If anyone's in need of advice, it's you, punk. You should learn to ask others for help more often. You might be a real pain in the neck, but you're my pain in the neck. I'm always looking after you and making sure you don't fly off the rails. I'll listen to you when the Gehenna freezes and palms fly, got it? Dan took Aaron's advice for once and savored the moment with him over more than a couple cold ones. Once Van returned to the surface, of course, he resumed normal business. But
thanks for that, I guess.
Drunk business?
Wipe that stupid smirk off your face.
All right. I like that one. That was short and sweet, to the point. Like, Aaron's just like, we're fighting, and then they had a heart-to-heart quick. The exactly fitting for him, for his character. Okay, Elaine and Shizuna left. Apparently Elaine wants my advice on something it's pretty uncommon for her. I'll go if I can make time. Okay. Dan's group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up. There you are. Oh. You're both awfully early. We hopped on the early train because we really wanted to see you. These are the siblings you met, right? Yes, they're the ones who were abducted in that case last year. Really? That was not mentioned in this. Oh, they're going to talk about it? September of last year. That was when you took down a criminal group that was working for Almada, yeah? That's right. It was it was the case that led me to accepting my promotion to A rank. I didn't realize you knew about the incident. When Monty told me all about it, sounded like it was a rough ordeal. You can say that again. 2 children survived, but they were left traumatized by what happened. They've been receiving care in a facility outside the city ever since, but they're coming to the capital for the Revolution Festival. I honestly thought that part of me thought, like, maybe one of the kids we met was them, or one of the siblings we met was with them, and they were just going to avoid telling us, but we're actually getting to see them. I was told that they really want to see me, so I agreed to look after them for half a day. No wonder you came running to me for advice. Hey, it's not as though I'm bad at dealing with children. I just don't know how to keep them entertained. Yeah, you don't exactly strike me as the fun-loving babysitter type. I thought your bracer work would have forced you to learn all the good spots in town, but I guess not. Yes, rub it in. Do you know any places that they might enjoy? You're the expert in slacking off, so I thought you'd know. Only you would ask for help and toss an insult in my way in the same breath. Just so we're clear, I might know a few good places, but they won't necessarily be fun for kids. Is that okay with you? Yes, that's perfectly fine, thank you. I also need to know where to find some good quality sweets. Well, you've come to the right person then. I'll map out a route that'll take you to every underrated sweet shop in the capital. I don't think that's necessary. Would you like the cost-effective tour or the no expenses spared premium route? Actually, I have just the thing for you. A special seasonal route that'll take you to all the best sweet shops and tourist spots in the city. You can leave all your gourmet needs to me. Okay, I think she can take it from here. Wait, hold on. Thumbnail. We aren't interrupting your date, are we? You don't need to worry about that, kiddo. I just came with her to make sure she got here okay. That's good. I did think you looked a little old for her, but but I was worried we spoiled your fun by coming early. Hang on a sec. You got it all wrong. The two of us are the same age. What? Really? I never would have guessed. I can hardly blame you. He could easily pass as a 30-something-year-old. Wait, no, I shouldn't be offended. Oh, so this is the thanks I get. I see how it is. Come on, say hello. Is she mute? Unfortunately, yes. She lost the ability to speak after what she went through. I forgot how the situation played out, because essentially if you skipped Reverie and you're wondering about these kids and you are blind here or something, the Almada boss was keeping them in another room and kidnapped them. And they'd been brainwashed, to try to eventually be sent to the garden, basically. But who attacked Elaine is my question. I need to go back and check it, because one of them attacked Elaine and the other one gave a signal to warn Elaine. I think it was the boy who warned her and the little girl attacked because she was... Hold on. All right, I'm just going to show it because this is just relevant to what's going on now, and I forgot. So she walked into the room. The brother-sister pair were crouched against the wall, boy trembling on the floor as his sister stood close by. So yeah. I walked up carefully. He was freaked out. Fears at the heart of all we know. Yeah, that... No matter how gradual I was, body language show. He's the one who warned, and his sister, out of nowhere, grasped the blade of the knife that was being thrust towards me. Yeah. Yeah, so they were absolutely trained to be... Oof. They were absolutely traumatized by... I'm just going through the dialogue, so if you skipped reverie or something and you're blind, you could at least pause this and read it if you're curious, but they don't say anything about, oh yeah, they talk about the nickname Beauty's Blade right there of all times. Okay. They don't talk about sending them away, but I was curious about that. Now, these poor kids. It doesn't look like she's recovered. Try not to get to excite or upset her too much. Van gave the girl some candy. This is my way of saying hi. I'm a big fan of that brand. I know you'll be heading back home tonight, but I hope you have loads of fun until then. Festivals are a blast, so enjoy it. Huh? You want him to join us? Oh. Would you be okay with that, Fan? Alright, it's not like I have any urgent business to take care of. Helping you plan the route got me in the mood to stuff my face with sweets anyway. Just don't go spoiling them, okay? I know. You kiddos ready to get going? Yep. Van and Elaine led the two children on a tour of the festival. They brought them to many of Edith's best sweet stores and tourist spots. To Van and Elaine's delight, the children are enjoying themselves immensely, and they could feel the two of them opening up a little by little. Eventually, they set off for Old Town, their final stop on the tour. Oh, next up is Old Town, right? Oh, what'll we find there? Oh, just the perfect place to end our tour, that's all. As long as you don't let the chef's face spook you, at least. I assume you mean Monmar. I'll look forward to that. What the? Huh? Ah, crap. This happens from time to time. The lights down here haven't been replaced in a while. The both of you are unharmed, right? Oh. Don't worry, it's okay. No one's here to hurt you. Is this what I think it is? He still gets like this whenever she's in dark, cramped places. It must remind her of where we were trapped. Sorry, I don't think she's going to be able to move anytime soon. I shouldn't be surprised her emotional scars run so deep. Can't I do anything to help her? Anything at all? Upsie daisy. Van lifted the girl onto his shoulder. Huh? Van, what are you... Let's get out of here. And here we are. Okay, you can open your eyes now. How'd they get up here? What do you think? Pretty sweet view, huh? You can even see Tryon Tower from here. We're on the roof of where I live. Area's not the best tourist spot in town, but I like it just the same. Pretty roomy and bright, right? If any weirdos come knocking, you'll see them from a salge away. And if push comes to shove, I'm sure she'll be more than happy to cut down anyone to size. You got nothing to worry about here, I promise. I'd appreciate it if you didn't make me look like a bloodthirsty savage. It's really nice here. Agreed. It might be a little old and musty, but other than that, it ain't too shabby. Alright, now that you've seen this, let's head back down to the bistro on the ground floor. It makes some pretty mean desserts I'm sure you'll love. I know I do. Afterwards, they capped off their day with a light lunch and dessert at Monbar. Once they finished eating, they all made their way back to Central Station, as it was time for the kids' mother to pick them up. Thank you both so much. We had a ton of fun. I hope we'll see you both again someday. As do I. Take care of yourselves, you two. You're both welcome here anytime. What's up? You forget something? Thank you. Oh. Bye-bye. Van. Yeah, I know. Hey, why are you turning on the waterworks? I'm just so happy. Gotcha. Well, I think this is proof that everyone's efforts weren't for nothing. They recovered because of the rehab, their family's love and care, and what you just did for them. What we just did for them, you mean? Thank you for everything today, Van. Nah, I don't deserve it. You did all the heavy lifting. But if you insist on letting me share the credit, we'll just say you owe me one now. Always happy to put a A-rank bracer in my debt. You really are unbelievable, you know that. But while you can be frustrating sometimes, I'm glad you're a part of my life. We both have our flaws, but I think we compensate for each other's quite nicely. There's nothing we can't handle when we're together, and that's especially true when Renee's with us. We also have your assistants at our side, too. Yeah, you're right. Van bid Elaine farewell, and he returned to his work. What the?
I hope we can go back to how things once were. Never mind. Pretend you didn't hear that.
Oh. How dare you say that? And then take it back. Wow. That one got me. 100%. I'm gonna need a minute. I swear, every time they make Van do something kind-hearted, I mean that's just his character. He's kind-hearted, but he doesn't want to admit it. Every time they do it though, it's just like it gets me right away. That was a good one. That was probably my favorite one of all of the connections we've seen. Unless Shizuna can beat it. I don't know if you're going to, but we'll see. Heard rumors that a girl with long silver hair has been spotted. Honestly, I want to pretend I didn't hear, but I should at least check it out. Van's group took a break. Everyone split up. It's so fun to be in the big city. There are so many strange and unusual things to see. Like that place over there. I wonder what it's supposed to be. Maybe I'll have a look-see just for fun. Literally everyone's looking at her. What does she think she's doing? She's drawing a ton of attention to herself, walking around looking like that. I guess everything I heard was true after all. Better make myself scarce before I get caught up in anything. Van, is that you over there? What a coincidence. Damn it. Guess I better resign myself to my fate. Hey, you weren't trying to run away from me just now, were you? That really hurts. Just because I'm a hardened warrior doesn't mean I'm made of stone, you know. I'm not worried about your feelings as much as I am my own rep. If people see me hanging out with someone who can't dress like a normal person. She has the best outfit in the city. What are you talking about? What? Do I really look that weird? I like to think I stay on top of the latest trends in my own way. You're better than your ninja pals, I'll give you that much. But you still stick out like a sore thumb in these parts. Well, so what if I do? You've got a lot to learn. You've got to learn to not sweat the small stuff so much, Van. I wouldn't be sweating it if it was small. That's what I'm telling you. Well, either way, I found you at the perfect time. I don't know what you're up to right now, but could you come with me for a little bit? I could use your help with something. Whatever you have in mind, you better not be trying to stir anything up. I don't want to be in any part of that. Alas, I'm not, although that's a good idea, too. I wasn't trying to suggest anything. Anyway, I'm looking to track down a skilled smithy who can keep things hush-hush. But as you can imagine, I hardly know anything about the city, so I haven't had much luck finding anyone so far. Do you know anybody you could maybe recommend to me? Sylvie. Sure, I got someone in mind. Why do you need someone like that? Gotta retemper your sword or something? Oh no, the blade itself is doing just fine. It's a scabbard that needs patching up after the heavy beating it took in Arassian. It does, huh? That's unfortunate. I've heard of swordsmen using their scabbards as weapons before, but I didn't realize that's what she did back there. I'll say, so what do you say? I think you can hook a girl up. Alright, but I'm gonna help you. You have to promise not to cause any chaos once we're done, got it? Did she promise? Man led Shizuna to a merchant he felt might be able to assist her. Oh, is it Mask Guy? No. You're not a smithy. You just sell stuff, right? Hey buddy, got a minute to talk? Oh, well, hello there, Van. It's wonderful to see you. And who else do you have with you today? Oh my gracious, am I seeing things, or is that Ikaruga's right-hand woman herself? Oh, you know who I am. I'm flattered. It's nice to meet you. Oh no, the pleasure's all mine, truly. What brings you, of all people, to my humble little armory? It looks like you mostly sell weapons here, but you wouldn't happen to offer repair services too, would you? Oh, why, yes, I do. Perfect. I've got a little favor to ask then. But only if you keep my visit here a secret. I trust that won't be a problem. Your secret's safe with me, ma'am. Confidentiality is my prime directive here at the shop. Oh, I'm just shaking. A real divine blade here in my store. It's like Adios herself descended right before my eyes. My word. Such splendid craftsmanship. It's so beautiful. Too beautiful for this world. I'm really sorry, ma'am, but I don't think I have what it takes to handle a blade of such splendor. Oh, it's not the blade I need help with, it's the scabbard that needs attention. So it is. Forget my presumption. Yes, it does seem to have developed a minor crack. This seems to be made differently from your typical scabbard, but I should be able to restore it all the same. In fact, it shouldn't take me all that long. Just give me a little time and I'll have it as good as new. Great, I'm glad to hear it. If you could just fill in the missing portion with this, that would be perfect. A blade tip. Where did that come from? From a younger disciple of mine. I like to think of it as a memento of the short time I shared with him. Younger disciple in my school. Oh, you have part of Reen's blade. Yeah, she did break his blade. I forgot about that. Are you sure you want to do that? If I'm being honest, I have materials on hand that would be better suited for this sort of restoration. That's okay. I know what I'm asking for. I think this fits it better, personally. As you wish. I'll have it patched up in just a few moments. Why don't you say a jiffy? Just a jiffy. Can't say I really know what kind of style that Black God one blade of hers is like. Got me curious about this younger disciple of hers, though. I remember her using a fancy technique in Longlai that came from a new divine blade. Maybe the two are related. Curious to learn more, huh? I'd be happy to fill you in. I'll pass. Not really my business. If you say so. I'd love to learn more, but it's not going to happen. They called Lloyd him. Just him. That's it. They're avoiding naming protagonists for some reason. All finished. Here you go, ma'am. Wonderful. I gotta say I'm impressed. This looks pretty good, thanks. Oh, gee, you're too kind. Just too kind. Silverblade. It was my honor to have your business. Alrighty, now that's one less thing to worry about. I bet. Be a pain in the ass to lug that thing around if the scabbard went kaput. Oh yeah, and the problems don't stop with the sword. With this sword. This isn't your average blade. It's always emanating a certain energy. It's hard to describe. Not exactly cursed, more like imbued. Bewitched even, and some trained eyes have called it. I have to keep that energy in check with the scabbard or it might spill out, and that'd get real ugly real fast. Like that ain't ominous at all. Anyway, that's why the scabbards made it so differently. The entire thing's built from weapons and armor that I took from formidable fighters I've encountered on my travels. Ooh. Those weapons and their wielders' fighting spirits are the only materials capable of holding back the blade's power. Huh. I see. If you could keep all that to yourself too, shopkeep, I'd really appreciate it. Yes, of course. My lips are sealed so tight not even Adios herself could pry them open. Just who the hell is this chick carrying that dicey-ass blade on her like it's a walk in the park? Probably shouldn't think too hard on it. No, think on it too hard. It all sounded kind of bullshit, so maybe it was bullshit. Fair point. Who's to say I didn't just make it all up? It still got the point across, though, didn't it? Every sword needs a story. You really want to cast that kind of doubt on your public image, though. It might not be a good look. Wait, what the? Did you just read my mind? I cut that shit out. Well, now that I've got all that out of the way, I think I'll be heading back up. Thanks for showing me around, Van. Let's do this again sometime soon, all right? I'd really rather not make a habit of this if I can help it. No, do. Don't be such a spoil sport. Maybe you and I should square off after all, like you suggested. Whatever it takes to build a better relationship with you. The hell with that. How many times do I have to tell you? After bidding she's an exhausted farewell, Van reunited with the rest of the gang and got back to work.
I'm never bored when I'm with you. I can only imagine what sort of fun we'll have next.
Kind of hope she's part of the... No, she's going to be a villain. Well, not a villain, but like part of the not... Can't be a... Anyone who's... No, that doesn't really apply, because even Risha's killed plenty. A lot of people have actually, that we play as, are murderers. She could technically be a future party member. I would absolutely love that. Shizun is my favorite. By far. Well, not by far. I wouldn't... That's like putting everyone down. I love 99% of the... I love every character. But... Actually, I can't really think of anyone I don't truly like. When I say 99, I'm basically just moving Nate down slightly. And Alvis actually was down, but now he's back up. Everyone else is fairly equal. I feel like I want to learn more about Sharid, actually. I don't know. Ashin, we really don't know too much about. I actually did this event with her, so we know as much as we can know about Ashin. And I don't know. Daswani, I'm so sorry. I really wish I could max him out. Next playthrough, though. It's happening. I love most all the characters in this game. The only character I don't like is Jacobin, and obviously. I even think like every NPC I've come across, including Eddie, who's being all tsundere about his life, the way he treats everyone. I can't think of it, like, even if I ran around this city, I can't think of a single NPC besides Jacobin who I'm like not excited to talk to, you know? Even her, I'm excited to talk to her, even though she's just the bathhouse person. These guys, they were pretty damn low. I hated these guys 90% of the playthrough, and then that side quest happened, and they're coming around. They're still bad, you know, parents, but they're trying. They're getting there. They're finally turning around. That's all that matters. But yeah, like I can't think of any NPCs that I really just don't like. Pretty much everyone in this game that they've written as a character has been very interesting and fun to learn about and get updates on. Like every single one. I don't know, it's crazy. It's crazy. There are I can't think of another Trails game where I've been that attached to an entire cast of including side characters. Like, as far as I want to talk to all of them repeatedly. There are plenty of characters in Reverie and Cold Steel Zero, everything. Where there are plenty of characters I can think of that I'm just like, doesn't matter if I talk to you. I could care less. But here, I like all of them. So yeah. All right. I just did a random sweep to make sure I've done everything I wanted to do, and I think we're good. There's nothing else, so we're gonna move on. I do need to save though. Oh, I guess I could do it from the menu, but I'm actually gonna. Oh, I have to report quests. That's what I have to do.
That's how it goes.
Kind of not important at this point, but you know, I still want to report them. Food we're all good for. I have all 150 done. Yeah, we're done. Oh, all right, let me save and then we'll move on. Oh, apparently I forgot this. 16 bonds maxed. Thank you. I definitely need those. Let me just arm. I think my arm doesn't. Anyone else when you press a button, instead of trying to like repeatedly press it with your thumb, you like point at it and then just like vibrate your hand, your whole arm, you flex your whole arm on the controller and it hits it really fast. That's how I hit a button fast. I don't know why. It's the only way. We're done. Did I get in the car now? Hopefully I'm just being paranoid about all this. And best to err on the side of caution, though. Any story will advance, unfinished quests, everything will disappear. Yeah, we're good. I had a feeling.
Those are impressive results.
We already did.
Can't complain with that.
Oh.
See? You get it.
Wow, we made 3,000. Damn, Van is barely getting by. Oh, Aaron, no. What? Damn it. Okay. Aaron is employee of the month again. I screwed up. It doesn't matter. It's fine. All right, I guess this is the halfway point. But there's no way I'm gonna have to look around this place again, right? Like it's story from here. This has got to be story from here for sure. I guess I'll save again. All right, we're good. And after that, Van split off from the group. After doing the rounds. After? He went for a cruise in his truck around the other districts, but...
Wow. She sure is a comfy ride. I spotted her back in Long Lai in Arasion. I really wanted to see how cozy she was. First up is Trion Tower, right? I'm also just itching to check out the Grand Circuit.
Now look here.
Yeah? What's up, Van?
How did you get in here? Let's get this straight. I'm technically still on the job. It's not my responsibility to give you a ride. You're not even one of my employees. Oh, she asked for a ride? Was she just in there? Oh, it would have been funny if she was just sitting in the truck waiting for him.
Come on now. I thought we were better friends than that. Don't be so cruel. We worked together back in Arasion, didn't we? And I even stalled Marduk for you. And you're not so big a fan of owing people, right?
Ooh. Ugh. Oh. Does that mean whoever I took would be in this scene? Oh, no, because it could be Risha or Elaine. No, Elaine wouldn't ask for a ride. Right? Could it be anyone, or is it always her? I'm genuinely curious. Because no way I'm going to reload, go through the whole thing just to see who ends up in the seat. I plan on driving around Tryon Tower in the 3rd District, Centre March in the 9th, and the Grand Circuit in the 12th. Can I see? And I'll do a quick drive through the 10th and 11th Districts. But I doubt anything's going to happen in any of those places, so don't go complaining about being bored, got it?
Yes, sir. Sounds swell. I'm telling you, you have no idea how annoying Kurogane can be sometimes. Nice that we can kick back without the old ball and chain, huh?
Okay, can I just make that the thumbnail? There's no we in this. Oh! What? She gets her own... Okay, there's no way they made a bunch of these for any possibility. What? They made multiple? Okay, I'm assuming it's always her then. Ooh. Aw, this is interesting. Weird.
That was a blast! You should maybe think about starting up a side hustle as a tour guide. I think you'd kill it.
November 3rd, 350. Thanks, I guess. I only did a quick drive around, but nothing seemed out of the ordinary. But then... Edith really is a big city, isn't it? I've never been to Erebonia's capital, so I don't know how it measures up. But I can compare it to Iska's. The city's probably just as big as that place. You're talking about the Holy Iskan Empire that collapsed 130 years ago, yeah? I can compare it to Iska. Well, are you talking about the runes? You're not 130, right? Mm-hmm. The name only lives through a union of cities in the same region. Well, I say union, but they're always at each other's throats. It gives us consistent work, though, so you won't hear me complaining. Lines up with the rumors I've heard. Speaking of stuff I've heard, I was always under the impression you guys rarely left the East. I know Calvard's raking in the dough these days, but it's strange that you've been chilling here for over a year, considering you're Ikaruga's second in command. What's the deal there? Well, something tells me you know what went down in Long Lai at the start of the year. You know, the fight between me and a fellow disciple. If so, you must have caught on to the purpose of sealing off Kunlun. I think you're overestimating me. I haven't got anything more than a vague idea. I do know about your disciple friend, though. Never met the guy myself, but we share a few acquaintances. I also know what the sword hermit's up to, and what Marduk's plotting. I wish I didn't, but I've got a nasty habit of picking up info I don't even want. Hold up. So Yunka Fai is considered the sword hermit. I don't know why I had to confirm that, but... Are you telling me Van? Rena's been looking for him forever. And Van's known this whole time? Well, like it or not, you've gathered a lot of pieces, but it doesn't sound like you figured out how they fit together. Him missing is important to this? Maybe the CID can help you along. I bet someone there would let slip a detail or two around you. On second thought, that may not happen while the Flying Swallow and that old friend of yours are at the helm. They run a tight ship. You seem to know a lot about that place.
I know what you're thinking. It's not directly connected to what you're worrying about right now. So let that train of thought go for now, and focus on what's in front of you.
Are you reading my mind?
Of course not, silly. You're just an open book. I've already pored over its contents. It's how I know the reason behind your fixation on debts, and that you are, and have been, living in fear of something.
Okay, it's always her. It's definitely always her. There's no way it would be anyone else. This conversation is very story central.
Ah,
Mine's going off too.
Uh-oh.
Heck of a coincidence. Or maybe it isn't one.
I don't have a free hand, so you pick it up.
Just when we were finally starting to break the ice. Oh well. Wait,
Thank you.
why is my phone... Oh, I think it's been hacked.
The hell? Oh no. It's Arasian all over again. And that can only mean...
Why, hello, dear victors and losers of the death game. Hope you missed me, because I missed you. And greetings to those uninvolved with the game. My name is Melchior, and I am, or was, an executive of Almada, a mafia that met an untimely demise. Enough about me, though. Congratulations on the anniversary of the revolution. Glory to Calvard, hurrah, 3 cheers and all that. In honor of this momentous occasion, I have come bearing a most wonderful gift.
Here we go.
He's got the 7th.
That's one of the Genesees, right? I think I finally understand that premonition I had.
Isn't it magnificent? Now behold, fair citizens of the capital! You have front row seats to the show. Dante's desire will come about as a banquet of fear that will engulf the world. Witness and cower as this relic ends all things by ushering in a new dawn, Pandemonium!
Whoa. Ooh. Oh my god, that looks amazing. I'm gonna stay quiet.
What just happened? And why is everyone frozen?
Clash?
What's going on?
Everyone, stay calm. Huh?
Ew, what's with that creepy ball? I don't know, but I've gotta snap a pic of this.
Holy guacamole! Real beasties!
Mommy! Let's hurry, Mina.
Mina? I've been saying it wrong this whole time. Hold up, so... I'm so happy they made all the NPCs just randomly
I just felt
voiced.
a chill run down my spine. And here I was thinking Kray's destruction would be the peak. Oh my.
Whoa! But where did that come from?
Yume, we're leaving right now.
Why are we the only ones who can move? Whatever. Follow me! What? Now random dudes are falling from the sky? Well, that doesn't matter. I've got to get these two to safety, so we'll be...
Ah, yes. I remember you. Fancy meeting you here, Mr. Famous race car driver. It's been much too long. Getting spotted might pose a problem. What to do? Well, you know what they say. When in doubt, kill everyone.
Huh?
No way! Not on my watch! I won't let you lay a finger! Wow, he's fast. But I'm the fastest there ever was.
No, you guys run.
Trying to be their knight in shining armor, How chivalrous of you. Well, if you wish to die that badly, then I'll be happy to cut you up. Good night.
No! Maxim!
Spare them. For now.
Aha!
Wait, all of them?
We've prepared an exquisite feast of fear. Who are we to deny our ravenous guests the chance to relish it? We should let them savor their final meal.
He remains as unpleasant as ever.
Kinda bummed that the carnival's over, but hey, a festival's the next best thing. The fun's only just gotten started.
Welcome back to the land of the living. I've been waiting.
You're not gonna, no, yeah, okay. If they ended the game, that's the sound effect they used to end the game on Cold Steel 3. Okay, I obviously expected the city to go out of control. I mean, it's a Trails game. It's written like this. It was going to happen, but I was actually very concerned for Maxim there. Why is everyone back? The other three should still be locked up as well. And Ariok should be dead, and Dante should be dead. Pandemonium. I don't know. They'll explain it at some point. It's obvious when he destroyed the... No, he actually blew up the body. He straight up blew it up. We stayed in the room and saw it blow up before we left. Dante's body shouldn't even exist. And Ariok disintegrated. They shouldn't even have a body. We'll find out. We'll find out. No one stays dead. No one stays dead in Trails. I had a feeling something bad was going to happen, but wow, things really took a turn for the worse. That looked like the kid I saw back in Long Lai. And those goons are back too. Which my eyes were playing tricks on me. Can you join the party? We'll worry about that later though. We've got more pressing problems to deal with. So we do. Got some denizens of the underworld on our hands. You call them devils here in the West, yeah? Uh-huh. Looks like they're out to hunt down anyone who isn't frozen. Ready to team up again? Heck yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
My move now.
Sir, I have 100% evasion. You are not even going... You better not be able to hit me. Or this thing was a lie. Actually, I'm just going to hit you.
Show me what you got, Silverblade.
Oh, I don't have two-ness break. That's fine. I'll just do duality.
Try and see through this. Huh?
Yeah, you're all frozen. Oh. We still gotta move off.
Bring it on.
Hey, you could probably hit her pretty easily. I guess I should probably tank these.
Think fast. Take this.
Do it.
My turn now.
Activating
You won't
skill.
want to miss this. My blade is both true and false, dancing in the moonlight.
Why am I watching this again?
Behold! Zero gleam!
Killed him? Absolutely. Easy peasy. Those were probably low-ranking devils. Wonder if they're in all the other districts. More importantly, everyone around us has become frozen in time. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. The fact that okay, first Clutch, then Mina and her mom. All these people, the only people unfrozen seem to be the people that Van talked to every day. And it'd be kind of hilarious if only the NPCs that I interact with are the ones unfrozen. Well, except you, me, Almada's leaders, and those other people we saw on Stringin. Yeah. Is it just people connected to Van? I can't make any calls, and the orbital net's down, too. Good. My girl never lets me down. Not sure why the other cars around here aren't working, though. Anyway, we're not going to learn anything if we stay out here. I'm going to hit all the districts and gather up my employees. What are you planning on doing? I'll stick with you, and I might get a better idea as to what's going on that way. Hell yeah! This area is in the middle, the south of part of the city, isn't it? Where are you going first? Let me see where we are exactly. Closest districts from here are Old Town, Riverside, and Central Station. You can leave as soon as we decide where to go first. I'll be counting on you. Right, as long as I'm here, you won't have to worry about a thing. Ooh, no, permanent. Please? Due to the spread of Pandemonium, you're unable to use the orbital network. Furthermore, since you can't contact Katre... Oh, you can't customize. Okay. That's fair. Ooh. Okay, well this is... This is almost exactly how I pictured it going, except I pictured everything on fire. Like, I just pictured literally just burning districts everywhere. To advance the main story, inspect the car and select a destination.
Double check our equipment.
Good idea. Never know what might lie ahead.
I'm so upset that I have to raid now in 14, FF14, so I have to take a break, and I have to come back to this tomorrow. But I'm probably, based on what's happening right now, I kind of want to just do the whole thing. Finish the game out here, because I need to know what's going on. There's going to be no good stopping point, I guarantee it. Oh, God. Okay. I'm going to end it here. In the next one, we're going to continue. It seems like we're story-driven for the rest. I hope. There's... No, we are for sure. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you like it, and I will see you in the next one.